Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Michelle and I'm here to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, wherever you might have those in your chart. And everyone has them somewhere, so this could be for you. It's my intention. And my readings are also timeless, so whenever you catch this is the right time for you. I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song, and the title of your song is Could Be Love. So, yeah, could be a love reading for my single earth sign friends out there. Um, I'll just dive in. We have no place like home in protection. This This whole reading is pretty much talking about needing to make a major change in your life, a major overhaul. This card in particular is saying that whatever, wherever you've been in your life, whatever you've done up to this point, it's not really working for you anymore. And you may be continuing to choose things or to lean towards things that feel familiar, that feel right, but in fact kind of keep you stuck. And it's time to move towards things that are unfamiliar, that are not so comfortable, but it's time to move outside of your comfort zone, outside of the box. And we have poised and protection also, and this is a card of like not being able to move forward. It's not quite time, you're not ready um to move on some kind of new path in your life, because you have to figure out what choice you're going to make first. You need to get clear on what wh- the how do I say it? It's like sometimes we know that we need to choose differently, but it's uncomfortable, and so we're like, well, I don't know. I don't know if this is really right for me because it feels weird. It feels uncomfortable. And so you're in this place of like, I don't know, and it's needing to come to that decision, that place in yourself where you're like, okay, I'm sure now that where I've been wasn't working. It's being at a crossroads, basically, and understanding that basically once you get to a point where you are clear on what you need to do differently and where you want to go, then it's easy. It's easy to figure out what path to take. Good morning, Jojo, and good morning, Redbeard. Your floor is soaked. Oh no. Oh no. Nightmare of flooding. Oh god. Flooding. I am so sorry. That's terrible. I'm a huge fan of rain, except when it causes major disaster. All right. Let's see what kind of words of wisdom the cards have for you. Aw, bummer. All right. Um, yeah, okay. So let's let's look at the good tarot. I don't know. Maybe it's time for you to move, Jojo. Let's see. We've got the Nine of Water. Quite appropriate, isn't it? And but this is a card of feeling fulfilled, feeling happy, feeling like you've you've kind of you're very close to complete fulfillment. You might as well be there. This is that card of like things suddenly turning around for you, or I don't know about suddenly turning around. It's like having gotten to a point where you're just like, yay, you're feeling so good, you're feeling so grateful and happy with what you have in your life, and it's very um, feeling very emotionally happy and balanced. Yes, all 10 cups. Oh, Jojo, I'm gonna miss you. Nine of Earth, two nines. Um, yeah, you're coming to a place of almost completion. Of um, you've done all this work. You've gotten yourself to a place where you're feeling good. You're feeling really proud of yourself. You're very self-reliant. You've gotten yourself to this place where you're just you you understand how to get yourself from A to Z and all the steps in between. And but you're not quite ready for the new beginning. You're close to the end of something. And so this is kind of like you're like, okay, I've done all the things that I know to do to get me to this place. Now what? You're not quite there yet, but you're close. And you're kind of in this place of like, well, I'm feeling really good in my life for the most part. You're really you've set yourself up in a really great way. And now it's time to, like I said, leave your comfort zone. Try something new, try something different. And once you get to the 10, once you get to that completion of the cycle, then you're going to understand what choice is the right choice for you. Page of Water. So here's your new beginning. It's coming. And this is you once you figure out what you want to do, the correct choice to make, you're going to kind of feel a sense of renewal, a sense of excitement, of optimism. Like, okay, I did really well in that last cycle, and now here's something new, and you're kind of in this playful kind of state of mind where you're just like, okay, what's next? This is an adventure. Let's see what happens. Doing something new and something different than anything you've done before. All right, let's look at the Oracle Tarot. Cautious progress. Six of Swords. I think well, let's see, cautious progress. This could be cautious progress towards making that new decision where you're like, I know I got to choose something different. I'm just going to inch my way in that direction. Just like spend some time thinking about it before I actually move and take action. Because he's just sitting here. He's thinking about it. He's ready. He's got the flowers. Could be love. I mean, it could be, inching your way towards making an offer towards someone who's different than your usual type. But even if it's not romantic in nature, it's like not quite ready to move. But preparing yourself. And eight of club 8 of cups, contemplation. um you too, Jojo, so many prayers to you. Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you back here at some point. Gonna miss you. Um, yeah, so this is you walking away from the old in favor of the new. And it's not necessarily that anything was wrong before, it's just you've outgrown it. And the Hermit, wisdom of solitude, taking the time to figure out what you need to do to build that wisdom or tap into that wisdom, better to say. Um, yeah. Yeah. Getting, yes, positive vibes, absolutely. Getting to that place where you're like, okay, okay. I know what I need to do. I've taken the time to go within to figure out figure my plan out, I guess. And then you're splashing through the water and just making the most of it. um yeah, I can't help but think of JoJo and dealing with flooding. And it's like you get to a certain point where we're like, well, here I am with a bunch of, flooding and water to deal with. Might as well make the most of it. Although it's a little different in that situation. It's hard to make the most of it when all your stuff is underwater and you have to deal with all the cleanup, all the fallout, all the stuff that you lost. Oh man. Yeah. Do your best to enjoy that adventure, Jojo. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me look at the Osho Zen. Oh, we got the Lovers, which is about making a choice ultimately. Being in a crossroads. Maybe it's time to leave a situation behind, a person behind in favor of someone new, or maybe it's just um, coming to a place within yourself where you are balanced, where you understand, like the heart has wings here, that it's time to fly on to something new. Excuse me, new in your life. Oh my gosh, this card keeps coming up. Schizophrenia. This is two of air, two of clouds, I think, in this deck. Um, which is about making a choice. Do you stay where you are? Do you go somewhere new? Kind of feeling stuck between the two. And yet we have the two birds up here who are flying. And this card always speaks to me of just surrendering and letting go. Letting your trust in your higher power, that your higher power, whatever that means to you, has your back. The universe has your back, and when you surrender to that without trying to control an outcome or figure things out, that you'll just be led, like you're getting the wisdom going within. You're going to be given the right message, given the messages for the right next steps. um Yeah, when you're at a crossroads or when you're potentially facing a crossroads, it can get you very much up in your head and like in anxiety and um, feeling not sure. Do I, don't I? Second guessing yourself, doubting, all that stuff. And it's trying to come back, bring yourself back to the moment. Understand that you've gotten through stuff like this before. You can do it again. Ah, yeah. And we got postponement, which is basically what this card is. It's holding back, um, holding back until you've really figured out what it is you truly want, what you know would be good for you, even if it seems scary. And you have some kind of vision. You understand what's on the other side, but you kind of have to prepare yourself for it, because she has some color in her shirt, but she's mostly black and white, and so it's like um, gearing up, I guess. I'm trying to think of a good analogy here. It's not one's not coming to me in this moment, but it's like getting yourself in alignment with the future thing, and you're not quite there yet, and that's okay. It's a whole divine timing thing, you know. Let's look at Wisdom of Avalon. Ooh, we got the Lady of the Lake. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. Takes a lot of courage coming to the truth of the matter and then having the courage to try something new, because this is about self-respect. This is about understanding that if you stay where you are, you're holding yourself back. It makes me think of that it's the quote about, and then there came a day when it was something like it was too painful to remain the flower. How do I say? Came a day when it was too painful for the flower to remain a bud, and it had to bloom or something. I'm not saying it right, but you get the point. Um, you gotta you gotta get out of your comfort zone. It's time for you to spread your wings, to expand and fly. Ultimately, take responsibility for your life, for yourself. You have it all all in your hands, basically. In your hands, but also like in your higher power's hands. Ultimately, not letting fear hold you back, I guess. And yeah, we have the frog cleaning house, releasing emotional baggage. Yeah, in the case of JoJo, and probably many people out there, you are dealing with some kind of flooding or who knows what other um, crazy natural disaster you might be faced with. I live in fire country, and nicely, the fires seem to have died down a bit, but so many people have lost things or they're dealing with the cleanup. This is the aftermath now. And you might be literally cleaning up, but also releasing the emotional baggage, whatever you've picked up along the way in this last cycle that's helped you to start to understand that you do need to try something different and move on. And joy. Aha. Yes, this is where what you're going to get to eventually. Um, the more you can surrender and trust, the sooner this will happen. And also to remember that it's an inside job. Happiness and joy, ideally, we want to be in this state where it doesn't matter what's going on around us, that we always come back to ourselves. And again, this is where the trust kind of comes in, where you're alive and you know that you have your own back, the universe has your back, that everything's going to work out. This too shall pass. And try to maintain that state of joy. We can't always. I mean, we have we have feelings for a reason. We have a shadow side for a reason. Like, it's all about learning, and when you're in a state of not joy, that's okay too. It's allowing yourself to sit with it, to learn the lesson that it has for you, that it has to teach you. Frog song, we all stand together. That I need to check that out. That makes me think of something from childhood, um, that I haven't thought about in a really long time. I wonder if it's the same thing. Anyway, where are we at? Okay, we're doing okay. I wanna dive into the always forget the Dreaming Way tarot. King of Pentacles. Um it makes me think that this is ultimately your where you're heading. When you're in a state of joy, when you release your emotional baggage, when you're following your passion and your intuition, all that, it and you're taking the steps. You're moving, you're consciously moving in a new direction. You're going to get to this place where you're really abundant, you're really um you're just really set in life. You're at a place where you've arrived, that you're like, words are totally escaping me right now, but you're sitting there on your throne and just like, yeah, I have manifested and created and brought in all of this amazingness in my life, and now I get to appreciate it, enjoy it, and share it with others. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is very generous, very, often the philanthropist, and wants to, he understands how to build, and so he wants to share that knowledge and share his wealth and with others to help boost them up as well. And the Hermit, we get the Hermit again. Yeah, to get to that point, you gotta take the time to go within. You have the light you need already to figure out what direction to go in. You're not following someone else's light, ultimately. And Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, here's your new beginning. And it's you are on a path that is very abundant. That's you're already abundant in your own right, but it's just going to continue. And this new thing, even though it feels unfamiliar, potentially scary, it's it's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And this is you being dedicated to being prosperous in all the ways, not just financially, but like, you know, pentacles are, it's all about kind of the the, the world, the physical world around you, the life you live and the way you live it. Um and you're it's yeah, listening to your intuition, which is getting you where you need to go. Okay. Let's look at the angelic messenger cards. Oh, we get joy again. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you've got what it takes to get you where you need to go, and as you go there, you just keep building that joy. Keep feeling better and better. Ooh, expression. Expressing yourself in a whole new way. Um as you move in this new direction, you're understanding that you are changing fundamentally. This is why you feel like it's time to make this change, because where all that you've done and where you are, it's, it makes me think of a snake shedding its skin. It's become a little too constrictive to you. And so you need to express to the world what you need, what you want to do. And expression comes in all different forms. It's not just speaking. It's how you live, how you show up in the world. And inner authority. Yep. Yep. Hermit is all about going within, listening to yourself, what you know you need to do. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Let's finish off with a rune card. Oh, I missed it. What'd you say, Redbeard? Dang it. Okay. Ooh, I've gotten this one before. I don't remember how to say it. Right, Rido? we've got a woman here. She's got her camera. She looks very touristy. She's got her luggage there, the airplane behind her. Um, Carton. um, oh, cartoon. What about cartoon? About cartoon. All right. So this is, I feel like this is, this this card is it can literally be about traveling, going somewhere, um, totally new. Maybe you are going to move. I did say that at the beginning of this reading. Um, but this is also an inner journey, very much traveling within to figure out like how you want when we think about traveling the world, we're going to places that are different from our usual, um, what we're used to, and in favor of seeing something different, of trying new things, new foods, new languages, all that. And so, applied to going within, it's kind of the same thing. You're trying on new ideas. You're um kind of the thought is questioning your values in a way, like just kind of reassessing everything. Let's see. Let me find this in the book. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, rye through. Rye through, which is about journey and travel. Travel is the key theme for this rune card. When it appears in a casting, it indicates that an exciting journey is about to begin. Yes. This could be a physical journey, but it is far more likely to indicate an inner journey. The rune is associated with the right path being traveled. So this suggests that your focus should be on enjoying the ride rather than the actual destination. Live in the power of now, which we had joy twice. Um, Being so closely linked to forward momentum, this card could also indicate that if you are currently feeling stuck in your life, your stagnation is due to an unwillingness to look for answers within yourself. And we got the hermit twice as well. I don't, yeah, I'll just show them. Hermit, hermit. Okay. Um, um, Things have got to a point in your life, nevertheless, when it will be more painful to remain where you are than to go on this essential journey of self discovery and personal growth. And which is that um, quote that I totally messed up about the flower, being more painful to stay closed up than to open and blossom. So, once again, the rune card sums it up so beautifully. So there it is. What an amazing reading. This is really exciting for all of us with a little bit of earth in our chart, or maybe a lot of earth in our chart. um, um, it's going to be fun. There's a lot of joy and prosperity. So keep your sights set on the horizon. Good things are coming. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.